Last time on Just Create, we had a visit from the Bread Baron.
I'll teach him. He'll know not to mess with the Bread Baron.
Converted my mob farm into a creeper farm and built a sugarcane farm so we could automate production of rockets and TNT. And this is all just another step in the process to finally opening our first shop, which is hopefully what we're going to do today. But first, I have been reading the comments and there's something we need to do, and that is basically improve our sugarcane farm. So if we go take a look at this thing here, we can see we've got a fairly standard farm. But if I was to replace all of the dirt with rich soil, which is from Farmer's Delights, which is this stuff here, then apparently we don't actually need to use water, which means I'll be able to cram a whole lot more sugarcane in here. So I guess our first step is going to be... Whoa! Jeez, that scared the life out of me.
My fault, my fault.
Yes, entirely your fault. You're a sneaky boy, Blockdown. Sneaky boy. How you been? Long time no see. You've been on Minecraft vacation, so to speak.
Yeah, minecation, tightly. Yeah, not all of us are blessed with aircon in our office.
I used to be, and then I had a baby, and it turns out they need it more than me.
Same problem, same problem.
Yeah, so I have an aircon. I've been hearing the lovely hum of it in the room next door.
That sounds so painful. I'm trying to make a bunch of fireworks. Not like, you know, rockets. I mean, like, colourful fireworks.
Ooh, fancy ones, right? Okay, yeah.
Seeing you got some gunpowder for sale. Might be buying a little bit of that, but I also need paper.
Okay, yeah, I can sort you out with gunpowder and paper.
Yeah. I mean, maybe strike a little deal, one thief to another.
Whoa. What do you mean, thief?
Well, I mean, I could just wait till you log off and take it for free. I'm just, you know, trying to be...
Okay, right, okay. This is like thieves' code, whatever it is, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to rob from you, obviously. You know, bit of a pirate and stuff. I thought maybe strike a little deal.
Yeah. We can strike some deals. So, paper, you say?
Yeah, I'm thinking I could probably do with like 20 stacks of paper.
20 stacks?
Yeah, maybe like 20 stacks of gunpowder, maybe something like that, maybe.
Yeah, well, I can do you 20 stacks of paper. I've got 100 in stock.
Oh, it's a rich guy over here.
Well, I'm about to be.
We'll see. We'll see. Wait, I'm holding the wrong thing. I mean, I'm meant to be holding this.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've seen it now, Block. I've seen it now.
A diamond a stack?
Absolute bargain. Do you know how long it takes to get gunpowder?
What, in a creeper farm?
I have to go AFK to make it work, Lockdown.
Well, that sounds really difficult.
One thief to another. I won't charge you for the paper.
Ooh, okay. Oh, he's cooking. There
There we go. Paper.
Okay.
Is that enough?
You know what? Yeah, here you go. Just,
I did get one of the big shinies. Excellent.
Yeah, have another one as well.
Ooh, 30 diamonds in there as well. Excellent. Oh, and another one. I'm going to go put this in the bank and make sure I maintain my rich man status.
I'm spending all of my money this episode. It is terrible.
Oh. Well, if I can help with that, let me know if you need anything else.
Yeah. Probably help with create stuff later on.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, that's fine. Just give me a shout, Blockdown. I'm basically supposed to be building my first shop today to sell this stuff legitimately. But I keep staring at the shopping district and I can't decide what I actually want to do. So anything you can do to help me procrastinate is I'm all for it. Right, well, it's always lovely to see Blockdown. What was I saying? Yes, compost. We need lots and lots of compost. Now, the thing about compost is it takes ages to actually convert. In fact, it's not compost we need at all. It is rich soil. But to get rich soil, we have to convert compost. Although, what's this? Filling by spout. Liquid fertilizer. Okay, so if we squirt liquid fertilizer on compost, we can get rich soil, which means we don't have to wait forever. How do we get this? By pouring a bucket? Well, that's not helpful, is it? We can mix organic compost with water. Okay, so we just need to make lots and lots of compost. And this recipe looks like it's going to give us half of what we need for each rich soil. So it's going to need 2 organic compost here and then 1 that we squirt on. So we're going to need 3 organic compost for every rich soil. What's the other mixing recipe? Ooh, what's this? Tree fertilizer. Well, we're not making any of that. We don't have coral. So I guess first up, we just need a whole bunch of compost. Okay, so I've got enough to get me 4 stacks of rich soil from that. I've also just grabbed myself a whole bunch of create stuff because I think it's going to make sense to actually make a machine to do this for us. And I guess we might as well make this as a sort of semi-permanent machine. I mean, we've got space up here to do it. So the first thing we need to do is pump water into a basin over here. So what I'm actually going to do is pull this forward a bit to give us some space behind it. And if we were to do something like this... basin on top, and a mixer. Output funnel, input funnel. That's going to make our fertilizer. What we then need is a spout, and we want to pump stuff out of there. We want to make sure that we're filtering it to make sure it's only bringing out the fertilizer. So let's do this. Put fertilizer in. That should be the only thing that comes out of there now. Then we need another barrel here, which is going to put compost onto there. So my thinking is we can put organic compost in here. That's going to get turned into fertilizer. We can put more organic compost on here. That's going to get turned into rich soil from this. And the rich soil can get stored in there. And I think that's pretty much all it needs to be. Just need to get it some power now. So let's run this around the bottom of the floor here. Just like that. We'll do that. And there we go. So that's loading up the compost. Going to need some cogs. So that's all that needs. It gets those going. And that's got that belt going. Now I just need water, I think. We put a bucket of water there. A bucket of water here. Oh, I also need power for this thing. Should be easy enough. There we go. So hopefully that's going to make our organic compost stuff. Yep, there it goes. And we're already getting rich soil. Excellent. I like that machine. Nice and simple. And we should be able to upgrade our farm in just a moment. Let's just make it look a little bit nicer. Now let's do a quick test and see if we can actually plant sugarcane directly onto rich soil. Okay, you can. What happens if I remove the water there? It stays. It doesn't pop off. The comments were right. Because if I remove all of that water, you can see all the sugarcane is popping off. Wait a minute. This one's popped off as well now. The comments were wrong. I can't place that there without water. But basically, I think that might have been pointless because this stuff also can't be bone milled. So I don't know if the rich soil actually speeds up the growth of this thing. Because usually if you plant a crop on this, every now and then you kind of get the little bone mill thing. And that's what's actually helping to make it grow quicker. So with that in mind, the best thing for us to do is probably just to leave the farm exactly as it is. And now that we've got a bunch of rich soil, I guess we can just save that for a future project. And that was some good procrastinating. Well done, Beardy. But I should probably stop with that procrastinating if I actually want to get this shop done today. Although I do need to finish this courtyard down here so that I can get the completed forts up on Discord for all Patreon members, YouTube members, and of course Twitch subscribers. Speaking of which, I need to get my boat on there too. So yeah, I do want to finish the yard out here, but I don't think that's something I should be doing now. I really should make a start on this shop, shouldn't I? So let's just quickly offload all this stuff again. I'm going to grab some wool and we're just going to go claim some space over in the shopping district. And I might as well grab my elytra, actually. It'll get over there much quicker. Okay, so this is the current shopping district. There's not too much here just at the moment, but there is a dock down the front here with a few shops. I believe this is Azu's stuff. We, of course, have the Bergie shop, which is Blockdown and Frog. We have this shop, and I'll be honest, I have no idea what it is. Frog lights would be my guess. Yes, frog lights. And mushrooms, and bone blocks, and amethyst as well. Okay, so this is probably Chosen's. Oh, yeah, welcome to Chosen shop. Definitely Chosen's. And it looks like there's a small sort of mini district here, so if I wanted to build a similar style, I could potentially add on next to Chosen. But I feel like I did a lot of industrial style stuff last season, so yeah, we're trying to avoid that this season. Then, of course, we've got the daycare, the throw-off, the bank, and the gondola station. So what does that leave us with? To be honest, plenty of options. The shopping district's going to be spreading out quite a lot, but I think for now it makes sense to build close to where everyone else already is. And essentially, there's a coastal spot there, there's a coastal spot here, and there's a coastal spot there, which I quite like the look of. I mean, it's going to need a bit of work, but this might not be a bad place to do it. Or, of course, I could just build in the sky. I mean, I could build another airship and then turn that into a shop. That could work quite nicely, and then I don't need to worry about where I'm putting it. I can just literally dump it in the sky. I mean, what I could do is build like a little tavern and a little sort of dock town, maybe a little market, because if it's a market, then I can just add extra shops to it in future nice and easily. And the last thing, of course, is just to completely skip the Sky Pirate theme altogether. I mean, over in the shopping district, you can basically build whatever you want. That's the beauty of it. And there's no reason that I need to make sure that everything is pirate themed. I could just do a giant straw statue of me riding through the air on a rocket, for example. So many options, I really don't know what route to go. Well, it's about 20 minutes later and I'm still procrastinating, but I think I'm also settling on this area over here. So what I'm going to do is just mark off an area next to this person's area, and I think we're going to do something with this. The first thing, of course, will be to figure it out. What are we going to do with it? I mean, if it's going to be a TNT and rocket shop primarily, I feel like maybe we should do something that involves cannons or some kind of defensive structure. I mean, we have already built a fort up there, so I certainly don't want to build a fort. But at the same time, actually squaring this off and turning this into a sort of coastal fort could actually be quite nice. Oh, there's just too many options. I can't decide. I can't settle on anything. All right, I've got it. I think I know what we're going to do. What I'm thinking is we'll build a building on top here, probably some kind of a tavern or something along those lines. I mean, I'm a pirate. I like taverns. What can I say? And we can maybe use that as like a front for what we're actually selling, because we're going to be selling TNT and rockets. So if we were to square off this bit here, we could maybe put like a small sort of smuggler's cave underneath, and then have that where you actually buy things. And then at the top here, of course, we'll have our tavern. We'll be able to sell other stuff up here in future. Maybe even have a few market stalls and essentially make a very small sort of pirate town thing over here. So I guess we are sticking with the pirate theme. So the first thing I need to do is grab lots of stone and stone related items. Although if we were to do a sort of wooden dock that stuck out round the side here and then had a little bit underneath where you go into the cave, that could be quite cool. Then we can have a sneaky little path that runs underneath. I don't know. Let's just go grab lots of wood, lots of stone, and then we'll figure it out from there. Although, got an idea. Not to do with the building itself, but to do with how we're going to build it. And I think what I'm actually going to do is move my boat to the shopping district while we do this. And because I don't know exactly how this is going to turn out or what I'm going to build, this means I can just keep dipping in and out of my storage as and when I need to. Now, to get our boat there, what's the best route? I'm thinking what we probably want to do is actually extend this line here and just sort of fly through the valley. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, we've got ourselves connected up with a track. It's a bit janky, but it'll do for now. I just need to get my boat over here, and it's going to fly all down this valley here, as you can see. And I've already got a station set up there as well, so we should just be able to give the guy that drives it a schedule, and it should fly us all the way there without us actually having to drive it ourselves, which would be nice because it's very hard to see anything when you're driving the boat. And let's get it ready for moving. We need to get rid of the power. We need to get rid of the storage. We need to travel to Skyport shopping. So let's turn this back into a train, see if we've left any water behind. Nope, I think we're good. No leaks. Then let's give him the schedule. It says he's now following it. That's good. Let's make sure the speed is good. Don't want this thing going too fast. Now take us there. Cheers, buddy. There we go. We have arrived at shopping. Let's just disassemble the boat again. Turn our storage back on. Then I'm going to grab a whole bunch of stone. We're going to grab some wood. And we can finally make a start on this thing. And the first thing I'm going to do is just get rid of this great big hole we've got on the top. So I'm currently leaning towards maybe having a sort of stone wall on this edge here. So I'm just going to get something nice and basic in so we can work out the shape. And then we'll figure out how to make it look good. So something like that. And then what I'm thinking is we're going to have a little path that sort of comes down the front here. And that's what goes into the smuggler's cave. Now, I do, of course, need to make this wall look good, and I need to connect it to the sea floor. All right, this is starting to come together. Obviously, it still needs a whole lot of detail and a whole lot of work, but I think this could look quite nice. If you imagine a nice big building up here, maybe a couple of smaller ones around the edge as well. Now, before we do anything else down here, I think I want to focus on getting a building on top. So that's going to be our next task. We're going to mark out a floor plan and just wing it, really. Make it up as we go along, make it look piratey, probably stick a crow's nest or something on top, because pirates love a crow's nest. And then hopefully all this will eventually come together and look awesome. If not, then I'll be sad. I've got a bit carried away. Instead of just blocking out where the tavern was going to go, I've kind of built a bit of a frame. But it does help me to visualize it all better, so I'm not complaining. So I think that should just about do it. We'll get a nice big roof on here. We'll have a bigger upper floor than we do lower floor. Got a little bit sticking out the back. We'll probably end up with bits sticking out this side as well in future. But for now, this is plenty big enough. I just need to figure out what I actually want to build it out of now. So I'm thinking something like this for the bottom level, which is a transition from dripstone and rooted dirt, going through different types of dripstone and packed mud, all the way up to mushroom blocks here. Let's get this sorted on all the bottom level, and then we'll figure out what to do at the top. Yeah, I think that works nicely. Now to figure out the top. So I'm thinking something maybe like that for the top level, a bit of oak and a bit of birch. But what I am going to do is actually move it all back a block. Yeah, that's better. It gives us a bit of depth. Oh, Blockdown has just said I may or may not need you to come to me. And by that, I mean I need you to come to me. So I've just asked where he is. We'll find out what's going on with Blockdown. And he said to meet at spawn portal. Okay, on my way. Let's go see what mess he's got himself into now. Hi, Blockdown. What have you done? What's wrong? Oh, where are we going?
We're going somewhere. Just through the portal and head up.
Oh, my days. There's a giant hole.
I know, very convenient, right?
That is incredibly convenient.
Yeah, I found it today. No longer do I need to take my secret train that everyone knows about. I can just go through the nether.
Oh, your super secret, not secret subway?
Yeah. I mean, you're a pirate. You're allowed to know.
Yeah, I've got a cave like that. So Blockdown needed my help with, of all things, redstone. But it was a super secret project, so I can't really show you what we did, but there was an explosion. Uh-oh. And I was about to crack on with my build, but I've just received a message from Foxy, who is down here with everyone. Apparently, the pops are ready. This is exciting.
Hello and welcome to the Pop Introduction Facility. I'm sure you're all familiar with the pops that Azu brought to the server. The cutest, most beautiful things that have
Neither
ever
am I.
existed. They're wonderful. You're not familiar with them? Have you not been
No.
to Trial Chamber?
No.
When did Lexi get here?
Okay. Right.
Wait, what?
What? Hang on. Let me go get a spare pop.
Okay, my bad. Bye.
No, come back.
Azu brought these to the server. There's one for every member. They're
wow.
absolutely
Handsome little
beautiful
fella.
collectible things. But because I like to take things out of their boxes rather than keeping them pristine and trying to sell them at a profit for a later date, I thought, wouldn't it be nice if you could just open them up and have a living creature
Oh my God.
live in your
What?
world?
What?
He's
There
not
it
silent. Come
so
back.
chunky.
He's just running up. I trained him so well.
Now you can do that. You can take your pops. Come back. Where's he gone? Come here. And then you can put them back in their boxes again if they're naughty, and they will just be back in their box. But they will remember their details. For a demonstration purposes, we should probably take these inside. So if you'd like to follow me into the introduction facility, this facility aims to basically just give you a little bit of a heads up of what your alive pops can do, what they can feel, and what sort of things they interact with. If we come into the playroom, you'll see here that these aren't all of the items that they consider playful on the wall, but they are some of them, because I don't have the other ones that I need. So the ones in the item frames. So if you give those items to your pops, they might play with them and they might make them happy. There's certain actions that you can do that will make your pops happy, certain actions that you can do that will make them upset, like abandoning them for a long time, not interacting with them, or, well, not doing very nice things. There's certain things that they will do with each other and interact with each other, and they'll interact with other players. But each pop has its own dedicated disposition towards people called a social bias and a trait. And once you unbox your pop, it will be given a trait and a social bias, and that can never change. Good news is, though, it doesn't matter how badly you treat your pops, they can never die. But in order to revive one that is sort of dead, you need a nether star. And if they take too much damage, their legs and arms may end up falling off, to which you'll have to craft new ones to put them back on.
Oh, man.
Perfectly normal.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfectly normal pop behavior.
Taking a stand pop to torture this guy.
When you unlock them, undo them with the shears, they become yours. You will be their owner. You're all wearing goggles. You'll need goggles to get a little overview of them when you look at them. And also, written books are also useful for getting a full breakdown of all of their information. I assume you brought all of those things with you, did you?
A written book?
I
You have
just
come to
have,
a school.
I have
Scissors.
a book, not a written one.
A book that you with the feather on it.
Oh, book and quill.
Yeah, but you've come to school. You've not got your textbooks. You've not got your pencil
Well,
cases.
to be fair, I didn't know it was a school. I thought it was a daycare.
Well,
Oh, I
it's
threw away all the
definitely not a
books.
daycare. Do not drop your misbehaving pops off here and expect them to be looked after.
Oh.
This is an introduction facility. Okay, Mr. Beardstone, he wants uppies.
His
You better pick
personality
him up
is
with carry
miserable.
on. Oh dear. he's done. Oh. And he's a nervous
Sounds about
social
right.
bias, which means he'll run away from people. It's going to be naturally cautious of people, that one.
He's nervous and miserable.
Yeah, pick him up. He wants uppies.
He doesn't like meeting new players. Bro.
There you
Oh, he's
go,
giving me a
that's
hug.
better. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and if the longer you hold him, the more favour you'll get towards him, and he'll be happier.
Oh, that's adorable.
So if you, there you go, little heart came up then.
Like, seeing this in first person is amazing.
Oh my God, bro. He's just in
How
your
cool is
face.
that?
He still
Well,
wants
he
uppies.
wants uppies.
Yeah, because he's miserable and nervous. Oh, Mr.
And
Beardstone,
Foxy,
yours just
they
wants to be
make
picked up
sounds.
constantly.
What?
That
I'm
must be
just
really
punch him.
irritating.
I don't know.
Oh,
Sam, I think this
Wow.
one's broken,
Bro,
Foxy. Sam
a
keeps
restless
putting his
man.
face on the wall. Just over and over
Mine
again.
is
That's
stealing
okay.
items.
Yours is, don't tell me he's taking my thing to pieces. And they will sometimes interact with each other. And the longer they're close to each other or the pops, they will develop friendships and they will end up with a best friend. You can find
That's
out all about
amazing.
their friends and who they like by clicking them with a book.
Oh, you get diary. Trait. I am usually miserable. Excellent. I'm nervous and I don't like meeting new players.
Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, yours wants uppies because he's scared of the people around him. But once the people are nice to him and we've all got favour, he won't want uppies constantly.
Right, okay.
I don't mind run away again.
Depending on what is available for your pop to sleep on will depend on how they will sleep and how quick their energy will come back. So a bed is very good for them. They can sleep on create mod seats. They can also sleep on these canvas rugs, and they will sleep on the floor. If they fall asleep or pass out on the floor or a rug, their energy won't come back quite as quickly. But if they're on a bed or a seat, their energy will come back a little bit faster. If your pop's really, really not doing very well, a golden carrot or a golden apple or something like that, click on one of them and it will bring their energy and hunger back up to 9. 9 is where you want them, although it's out of 10. If you give them too much energy, they'll go wild. So don't give them sugary things because they will just eat. If you give them sugary things, they will eat it regardless of whether they're hungry. And if you give them too much food and their hunger goes to 10, they will throw up everywhere. Which we can demonstrate.
I want to see that.
Okay, right. Which pops like 9 out of 10 food? Here we go. Silent pop. Come here. Have some chocolate. So I've given him some chocolate.
that
He's going to go in there and eat
not
that.
mine.
There we go.
That
And
was
now
not
he's. Oh, you missed it. He threw up in the bed.
Oh.
And now
Oh,
he's
that's
hungry, so he's going to eat some ratatouille. There you go. And I've got one more chocolate bar. I can do it one more time.
Yeah.
There.
Oh my God.
Lovely.
Get on me. Gross.
Yeah.
How do we get rid of this guy?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Chosen.
He's just dead.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
He's
So now
wrong.
you can see the
wow.
Death Star.
He's supposed to be the adult in this situation.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
getting fishing
my,
rods?
my bad. I put
in the
the
box.
I put the box down and that's perfect.
And
Still
he's,
dead.
he's still dead.
Oh. Well, you know what? It was never my problem to begin with.
Well, that was quite an interesting catch up with everyone. We now have tiny little pets that can follow us around. Look at this. How cool are they? And if you're a 90s kid like me, they're basically based on Tamagotchi, those little digital pets you used to keep in your pockets. I think that's the general idea behind them. But essentially, I need to keep them alive. I need to keep them happy. I need to make sure that they've got food. Let's give Rofo some burgies. Let's give Beardstone some burgies. And they should just basically run around, explore. They'll grab things from chests. So I could just put some stuff in here and see if they like to play with stuff, I guess. But beyond that, I don't know too much about what they do. Foxy did do a big, long explanation down in the daycare center. That's definitely not a daycare, he says. And the gist of it is they can mess with chests, they can sleep, and if you don't look after them properly, their limbs fall off. Which is an interesting concept, I guess. But as soon as you put them back in their boxes, they become inanimate again. The problem is we don't have all of the pops yet, because you may have noticed there's also a new member on the server. They actually joined a couple of weeks ago when we were doing the throw-off, but I didn't include that footage in my video because I wanted you to go watch Throwlash's one, which I hope you all did because, yeah, the results were not what you might expect. And because I've been so busy the last couple of weeks, I've not actually been on the server at the same time as Lexi since then. Well, until just now. But do go give her a huge warm welcome to the server. Go check out her content. I'll link that in the description below. And we'll make sure we catch up with her when she's on at the same time as us. Now, what I do want to do is just check this because they can also have a favourite toy, favourite player, and a best friend, and a favourite food as well. He's got some good memories. That's cool. Look at all the cuddles. Bad memories. Got hurt. Yeah, sorry about that. And I gave him some onions. He wasn't a fan of that either. And you got current states. Oh, wow. There's loads of things they can do. Look at this. There's like pages of them. And then it says who they last saw. This is all very cool. What about you, Rofo? Well, instead of being miserable and nervous, Rofo is helpful and friendly. Just an average pop. Besides that, not much else going on. So I'm going to keep this book in here. In fact, I'm going to keep all the extra pops in here as well. Got some food in a barrel, so they've always got access to some food. And let's just give Rofo a quick cuddle. He's only been picked up once, bless him. Oh, and a little heart came up. I guess that's a good thing. Right then, you two, I've got to get back to work. We've still got to finish off this building down here. I need to get a roof on it. I need to get that last bit of wall on it over there. And then I need to do absolutely everything else to do with this building. Now, for the roof, I think what we're going to do is start with a spruce trim, and then we're going to use a combination of warped wood and prismarine for the actual roof itself. And I think we're going to go heavier on the prismarine than we are on the warped. Oh no, I've just come back to my house and Beardy's crying on the sofa. Oh no, what's wrong with you? Well, he's not crying anymore. I gave him a little pat and he seems happier. Maybe I need to give him a sweet treat of some kind. What do we got? Oh, where is he? Come here, you. Look, got a fishing rod. We'll give him an enchanted apple. So he's still feeling frustrated. The current goal is to flee from Mr. Beardstone. Oh no! What have I done? You need more cuddles? Crying ignored 22 times. Maybe he just needs a cuddle. Come here, you. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you alone for so long. Was Rofo bullying you? Is that why you're all crying? Is that why you're upset? I'm just going to hug him for a moment while I go make a cup of tea. See if that helps. Okay, tea has been acquired. Is he still running away from me? Yep, still fleeing from Mr. Beardstone. Unbelievable. Maybe he just needs to be petted a few times. Right, I've petted him a few times. I gave him a couple of cuddles and he's no longer scared of me. That's good. Now, what's Rofo up to? Well, the good news is Rofo still seems quite happy. And another good news, I'm making some good progress on the build down here. We've got a roof on, and not only that, I've also sorted out some windows, and we've got the floors on the inside. I've actually used smithing tables for the floor there because they make a nice floor upstairs, but they make a particularly nice ceiling down here. Now what I need to do is get some detail on here and piratify it a little bit. Yep, that's definitely a word. Now, I think the first thing I want to do is add a small tower onto the side of this thing. Something we can put some cannons on. Right, there we go. We've now got a tower on the side. I think we're going to need to extend this wall around the back so we have a path there as well, but we'll worry about that later. I do still need to get a flag on top of the thing. Although this is a fairly strange build, I'm quite enjoying it. I think I want to stick a horizontal sign out here that hangs down advertising what we're selling, get a big pirate flag at the top here, and then just lots and lots of detailing work. I think it might be about time for a time lapse. Okay, progress is being made. Not really a fan of the flag on the top. I might actually just remove it. Not entirely sure. Or even just put a small sort of triangle flag on there. I just don't think it needs a great big thing like that. And the server's restarting in 5 minutes, so I best be quick. But this place now has a name. It is the Blackpowder Bay Emporium. And of course, we are going to be selling TNT and rockets and things in here. But my thinking is, why not have it so we can just add to it as we go along? We've got plenty of space in here. We've got the floor there. We've got a tower. And we've got another floor with a bit more tower. And then we've got a third floor with even more tower. And of course, I do eventually plan on digging out a basement and linking that down to the front here as well. But I think we'll save that for the slightly more illicit items we might end up selling. For now, what I need to do is get a shopkeeper in here. I think I just want to put him along the back here somewhere, maybe in there. We'll have item pickup there, some chutes that connect to a vault. So that bottom one is going to want to be a packager. Going to need a seat. We're going to need a stock ticker. We'll tune that to that network. And I guess it probably makes sense to dig out where we come up upstairs. Then we'll put the storage vault in here. Well, I think what I might actually do is feed this up to the next floor as well and put the storage vault right at the top. I'll put my input funnel on. Need a packager with the stock link, and it should be as simple as that. We just need to get a shop clerk in, and we've got 60 seconds left. I've got an idea of what I want to do for a shop clerk. That is to get my beardy pop. Where is it? Oh my days, what's happening with him? Hate, minus 58, and he's throwing a tantrum. Well, I was holding him when the server shut down, so I wonder how that's going to pan out. Okay, we're still holding him. So if we put him on here, then hopefully he won't be having a tantrum anymore. But because he's a nervous and miserable pop and also a little bit angry now, look at that, he's not happy at all. I think it makes sense to have him as a shop clerk, but he's a bit small. I wonder, I can't make him bigger by clicking on him there. Guess he has to be out of the seat for me to be able to make him bigger. There we go. We now have an angry Beardstone with a hat slightly through his head. He can be our shop clerk. So I guess now we need to do a little bit of decoration and create some places to actually buy our things. think the interior is now done, at least for now, for the things we're going to be selling initially. So if we go into the Black Powder Bay Emporium, we're instantly greeted with a Beardstone riding a rocket. Absolutely love that. And we've basically just divided things up. So we've got TNT over this side. We've got rockets directly ahead when you walk in. We've got Captain Beardy's black powder over here. And then we've got paper at the back. What I do need to do, however, is get this place stocked up so I can actually set the prices. Okay, I have many thousands of rockets, paper, and TNT. And, of course, a whole load of gunpowder as well. What we're going to do is just chuck all of this into the system. Yep, there we go. Looking good. Now to set some prices. So we'll do TNT at 16 for a diamond. We'll do rockets at 3 stacks for a diamond. Gunpowder at 1 stack a diamond. And paper at 2 stacks a diamond. I think that means we can actually open our shop. And I have removed the flag from the outside. I'm not sure what to do there yet. And we are going to gradually develop this area over time as we get more and more things that we're going to sell. Because now we have a place to sell the things and we have a place to build the things on our mountain. That means there's lots of things we can do. That burger looks awesome. But sadly, that is all we've got time for today. I hope you've enjoyed it and I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.